How radiators work and protect in winter. Many people are getting ready for the winter by performing their general car maintenance routine. They're faithfully inspecting wires, checking tire pressures, checking wheel alignment, and doing fluid checks. Coolants are one of the top fluids to check after engine oil. When they check their radiators, they look for leaks and check fluid levels, but not really understanding the job of the radiator. Radiators are important to keep the engine cool, even in the winter. Once you learn how radiators work, you can make sure that it receives the same level of attention as the rest of the car during inspections. What does it do and how does it do it? The radiator is comprised of a network of tubes that travel through the engine block. These tubes carry coolants that absorb the heat from the engine. When the liquid is cycled away from the engine, it's cooled by the ambient air and is then cycled back to the engine to repeat the process. The radiator pulls antifreeze from the reservoir down through tubes that run through the engine. As the liquid travels, it's heated by the energy generated inside. The hot fluid travels through a network of tubes, which is the radiator that's located in the front of the car, where it's exposed to receive the maximum amount of airflow. The heat is transferred from the coolant to the outside air. The cooled fluid is pumped from the radiator back through the engine to complete the cycle. Maintaining for health and diagnosing problems. It's very important to maintain your radiator to keep your car from overheating, which can damage the engine. A properly maintained radiator can last for up to 10 years, and an older metal one can last for the life of the car. If you have a newer car, you may have a radiator that's made from lightweight aluminum or even plastic, and if this is the case, you should make sure that you inspect it for cracks that form from expanding and contracting with the temperature changes. If your car is overheating, one of the things you should check for is leaks. You should also make sure that you have the proper level of antifreeze. Make sure you have appropriate safety gear and exercise caution. When you take off the radiator cap, proceed slowly because the system is pressurized. Removing the cap quickly can cause a rapid escape of steam and can cause burns. You should also check the hoses, clamps, and thermostat to make sure that they're in proper working order. Replace any worn, corroded, or damaged parts. Drain and refill the antifreeze on a regular schedule that's recommended by the car manufacturer. The controversy of flushing. There's been some controversy over the process of flushing the radiator. The antifreeze is pumped under pressure through the radiator in this process. This is done to ensure that all traces of the old fluid are removed. It's also done to remove contaminants and lubricate the water pump. There are many places that offer this service, but do you really need it? Many mechanics feel that flushing a radiator is not needed and is not worth the trouble. Radiators in newer cars are smaller and are situated in the front of the car in a very tight position. They're also angled in a manner that makes adding antifreeze awkward at best. Since sediment settles at the bottom of the radiator, the design of it makes it impossible to remove all of the sediments from the crevices or to insert anything into the neck of it to facilitate a power washing. Your mechanic can help you to make the decision that's best for you.